Get set for it.
And they change power.
No go change para only no say to so okay no my way. Change para. Oh no.
Don't see your line Yeah, man.
At any time from now, the debate will start, where the clerk of Parliament, the deputy speaker of Parliament will come inside at any time from now. So, on a stay blue, this is the Unity Broadcasting. We did live at the Well of Parliament. Listener Unity Broadcasting. At any time from now, the debate will start where the Deputy Speaker of Parliament will enter soon. Unity Broadcasting as we're doing at the Well of Parliament. At any time from now, the debate will start for the approval of the nominees. So, stay tuned.
I don't get it now. No matter. No matter, I don't get it. Oh, I'll try to get it. Get it. I think I'm about it. I'm not about the question. I'm about Wait, go on, what is it? mother right now. slide you tell me. Yes, sir.
The house is yours. Continue proceedings.
Mr. Speaker, first, as I said in my presentation, I don't intend to waste the time of the House, but due to some circumstance beyond my control as the chairman of the committee, and two, as the majority leader of this House. But I have done so in the spirit of holding the standing orders and the Constitution constant where they are. So I'm not intending to amend the motion that I initially read using SO 27. Nor do I intend by any means to suspend the standing orders using 82. Both the former and latter are still inconsistent with the provisions. But let me use, Mr. Speaker, with your leave, which I read. Let me use the Constitution in London, 1991 Act number 6, for the edification of the public, and if my colleagues don't mind, with your leave, I can read the provision. Section 94 of the Constitution, Act number 6. May I read, Mr. Speaker, with your leave? Mr. Speaker, for us to understand what transpired, I'm going to do an addendum to my report, which I ask for your leave for me to do so. So let me read the provision. Maybe you can allow me to do what I want to. Section 94. Subsection 1, sir. Subject to the provision of this Constitution, Parliament may regulate its own procedure and may in particular make, amend, and revoke standing orders for the orderly conduct of its own proceedings. Mr. Speaker, that's my submission. So I wait for your leave for me to do the needful. Proceed. Thank you, Mr. Leader, Mr. Speaker. And I continue to read the report. And I will conclude again, and the same way I did before I asked for a recess. Colleagues, you may not have the report as hard copies, but I have used the Deputy Chief Whip for you to have the electronic copy. So if you have a study, and you have Android or the iPhone or any other one, I don't want to say you have the Techno. You don't even have Technos because you are honorable members of this house. But, so please, if you please listen once I read, because I'm giving the lead by Mr. Speaker using the Constitution. Mr. Speaker, thank you. Let me read. I will do the amendment from after number 19, and this one will go for number 20 now. Dr. Aissata Mahwe. Take your time by the steps. Dr. Aissata Mahwe, proposed Minister, Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs. Dr. Aissata Mahwe is a seasoned educationist with over 17 years of professional experience, with a wide range of skills and expertise. She has demonstrated a track record in advocating for human rights, promoting equality, and addressing discrimination. She has added an extensive experience in providing strategic advice and guidance on gender-related issues, including gender mainstreaming, women's empowerment, and gender equality. Dr. Mahwe has proven expertise in facilitating peace process, managing conflicts, and fostering dialogue to promote reconciliation and sustainable peace. In her response to the committee on how she will ensure the lives of women are improved through the Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment Act, she had this to say, quoting her, "We need to encourage all stakeholders through sensitization and dialogue at grassroots level to interpret and implement all tenets of the Giving Act," she concluded, end of quote. Mr. Part number 21. Sorry, this is an excerpt, colleagues. This is an excerpt under the rubric excerpt of the third sitting of the committee on Wednesday, the 26th July 2023. It will be the last but not the least as an addendum. This one should be 29 now. 29. Please do the amendment. Mr. Patrick Jibrila. Thank you. Thank you. Well, take your seats. Mr. Patrick Jibrila, proposed Deputy Minister, Ministry of Youth Affairs. Mr. Patrick Jibrila is a professional accountant and project management specialist and a dynamic youth leader with professional experience, with a wide range of experience in auditing and project management. He works at Restless Development at Youth Volunteer peer education stations in Kono, at Adax Bioenergy as internal auditor, Parker and Associate as senior associate auditor in Liberia, BRAC International as senior auditor, German International Corporation as regional team lead, Youth Empowerment Promotion Program, African Youth Commission as Youth Commissioner of Trade, Investment and Industry. Also at United Nations as National Project Lead Youth Empowerment Promotion Program, and currently as business analyst at National Commission for Privatization, Office of the President. In his response to issues relating to the expectations of young people in Sierra Leone, he promised to promote and consolidate youth empowerment nationwide. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, with the addendum I have done with your leave and with the attention of my colleagues with respect, I will go over the submission for the last paragraph. Recommendations again. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the committee adjourned the foreign presidential nominees for ministerial and other appointments to be suitably qualified for their proposed appointments, and they are therefore accordingly recommended to the House for approval. The others I have read inter alia, so I just now go directly to the addendum. 20. Dr. Aissata Mawe, Prime Minister, Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs. Under the rubric excerpt of the third sitting of the committee on Wednesday, 26 July 2023, addendum number 29, Mr. Patrick Jibrila, proposed Deputy Minister, Ministry of Youth Affairs. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the second report is the unanimous decision of the committee. I therefore move that the second report of the first session of the Committee on Appointment and the Public Service be adopted by the House, and the recommendations contained there be approved. Faithfully read, submitted to the House. Honorable Matisa Yuma, Chairman of the Committee. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Any second that?
I so second, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, the questions. That the second report of the first session of the 6th Parliament of the Committee on Appointments and the Public Service be adopted by the House, and that the recommendations contained therein be approved. Let me recognize the presence of Mr. Desmond Pesima. Are you here? Mr. Desmond Pesima. Mr. Desmond Pesima is Chairman, SAVP North America. You are welcome. Yes, second, proceed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to begin by thanking His Excellency the President for presenting to us people he feels fit to help him in achieving his agenda from 2023 through 2028. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, these nominees will have to contribute to the development of this nation.
Leader, approach me.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, these nominees will have to contribute to the development of this nation. These nominees will definitely have to contribute to the manifesto of the 2028 agenda. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, as I said in the last meeting, whatever you do, nominees will help us to win 2028. If you feel His Excellency and you feel this Parliament and the people of Sierra Leone, you are not just feeling yourself, you are feeling it with SLPP. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, when nominees are nominated by His Excellency and they come here, we always remind them that whatever they do, they are doing it for us. Because at the end of the day, our faces will be on the ballot paper. At the end of the day, we'll have to go and report to our people. And the questions most times the people ask us as members of Parliament are the questions that should be answered by the executive arm of government. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, today we have 30 or more of our colleagues that were in the last Parliament that are not here today because of obvious reasons, that the these nominees should have done. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, when our constituents are here to accompany nominees, most times I use this opportunity to educate them about the role of members of Parliament. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, before now, members of Parliament, we are responsible for primary development. We are responsible for primary development. After the war, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we know there was a council that was suspended in 1972, and the function of development was taken to this Parliament. After the war, there was a TRC, and the TRC recommended that we devolve function from Parliament now to the councils and the executive. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, in 2004, this Parliament enacted the Local Government Act of 2004, and the function of development was removed from this Parliament to the executive arm of government. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, ever since 2004, the turnover of members of Parliament has been very, very huge, because our people are of the strong conviction, they are of the strongest conviction that we members of Parliament are still responsible for permanent development. Mr. Speaker, I want to say it here clear, because most times, all of the time, we, the members of Parliament, we suffer for the deeds of the executive. I want to say it here clear, Mr. Speaker, honorable members. Today we have 81 members of Parliament of the SLPP. I want to say it clear, in the presence of the public, in the presence of the media, that we members of Parliament, we are not given a dime to take development to our people. The reason why we are saying this, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, is because these people appointed here today, they are going to be responsible to be doing such. But at the end of the day, the people are going to question us, asking us for what they should do. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, some few years ago, His Excellency the President started by empowering young people. Today, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, His Excellency the President has doubled up. We used to be 30% in the executive as young people below the age of 40. Today, His Excellency has been brave. He has been bold enough to have an executive that is 60% full of young people below the age of 40. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, His Excellency in 2018 decided in choosing few of us to lead because of our performance, because we did not disappoint His Excellency the President. That is why he has the confidence in 2023 to add more young people within the fold of his government. So the young people appointed by His Excellency the President, you are not just going to perform for yourself. We collectively, yourself and us here, are the guinea pigs of the young people of Sierra Leone. If we perform, we are not just performing for ourselves, we are performing for the young people of Sierra Leone. But if we fail, we will not just be failing ourselves, we will be failing the young people of Sierra Leone. And no president after His Excellency Julius Maada will be bold enough, if we fail, to bring young people on board like the President has done. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, some few years ago there was a resolution in this house, and this is the only house that makes laws. There was a resolution that ministers, except the minister that are tapping the wells of this Parliament, should not address him or herself as honorable minister. Mr. Speaker, this is the 6th Parliament, and this is the beginning of a new government. This is the 6th Parliament and the beginning of a new government. I want to admonish you, honorable Mr. Ministers. When the leader of government, the majority leader, was reading the reports, he addressed all of you as Mr. Ministers and Madam Ministers. So I want to remind you that this is the House of Law. This is the only house as per law that should make laws. Please advise yourself and address yourself henceforth according to the resolution of this house. You are Mr. Ministers and Madam Ministers. If you want to be addressed if you want to be addressed as honorable member like the Honorable Dr. Prisani, you should not tap in the wells of this Parliament, or else you are Mr. Minister and Madam Ministers. Of course, the Honorable Tondode is an astute honorable of this house. You are Honorable Minister. The rest, you are Mr. and Madam Minister. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let me zero in on some of the nominees. I will begin from the nominee from Bauma Chiefdom, to be specific, Bauma Town. Mr. Speaker, for obvious reasons, and I know and I am of the strong conviction that all members of Parliament on this side will definitely start from where I'm going to start. Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Dr. Prince Alex Harding. For some of you who will not recall, in 2006, Dr. Prince Alex Harding was a member of Parliament of this Parliament. So he is Honorable Dr. Prince Alex Harding. The Honorable Dr. Alex Prince Harding, as has been said by the chairman of the appointment committee, is a political prophet of our generation. In 1996, while the SLPP was struggling, it was this man, as a young man, who delivered the SLPP and created His Excellency of Blessed Memory, Teacher Kaba. He continues in that position until in 2002. In 2002, it was mooted. The SLPP won with 72%. I don't believe SLPP will get 72% forever. In 2002, he got 72%. He left the SLPP as Secretary General in 2005, and we all knew what happened in 2007. Because of his absence, the SLPP did not make it to balance. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, because of our struggle, in 2012, he was not around again, and the SLPP struggled again in 2012. We called on him, believing he's our political prophet. He came on board, Mr. Speaker, honorable members. In 2018, we all know the results. Today, the SLPP is in governance. Because of his absence in 2018, there was a second round. When he came, after performing the miracles in 2023, we went first rounds. And today we have 81 members of Parliament in this Parliament. Thank you very much. That's a huge history to be broken. We wish that leaders after him will perform same. And this, you have set the bar high for leaders that will come after him. Of course, for the people of Bauma, I bring you congratulatory message from the Parliamentary, the section chiefs, and the entire residents of Bauma Chiefdom. We wish you well. We hope you will perform. We hope, of course, and all the diamond diggers of Bauma Chiefdom. We wish you well. We hope you will perform, and we believe you will perform for His Excellency the President. The President has a lot of confidence in you. That is why he has equated the position to the position of a cabinet. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let me also zero in on the district chairman, my own district chairman from Bo, Mr. Mohamed Ike Ali. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, for people who don't know Mohamed Ike Ali, this is a man that knows almost every constituency or sectional executives in both districts. This is a man who can call you by name and village. This is a man who is a reservoir of the whole district. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Mr. Mohamed Ali is a fervent supporter and member of the Great SLPP. Mr. Speaker, while in opposition, Mr. Mohamed Ali was loyal to the APC. It was at a period when people do not have faith in the SLPP, they run to APC. He stood his ground. He contested for the position of mayor. He lost. As Secretary General of the SLPP, both districts, he decided to stay and continue the struggle. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, in 2018, he also contested for the position of a member of Parliament. He lost and continued. When we won the elections in 2018, he was given the resident minister of South. Today, Mr. Mohamed Ali has been rewarded also by his performance, also to the position of President Minister. We are wished well. This is a reward for hard work. We hope you continue. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let me zero in on the lady going to the Ministry of Communication. She was before me yesterday for an interview. Mr. Speaker, when I saw her, I thought she was my younger sister, and she is my younger sister. She's a very intelligent person. As a young person, I wish well. That ministry is a very complex ministry. When we are called, I saw all the MPs looking at you, and some of them were shocked, asking that this young woman do it. We are wished well. We know you will perform for His Excellency the President. And the one question, and I asked her, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I asked her if she was SLPP and if she believes in SLPP. She said in the interview that she believes in the SLPP and she's going to work for the SLPP and His Excellency the President. So, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, to the lady, look at the SLPP supporters. They will be going to your office. They will be bringing the envelopes. They will be bringing the envelopes. They will be bringing the letters. Please receive them. Please treat them like they are your party people. Mr. Speaker. So, madam, you are wished well. We know you will face with huge challenge. You are not used to it. You will used to it. For some of us who have been in this game for like 15 years now, we are used to it. You are beginning and you are used to it. The one confidence I can give you, the SLPP members, she's very willing. She's very willing. She's ready to work with you. And she has promised us that she will work with the party and with every civil union that she will face in her work. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let me go to Mr. Siba. Mr. Siba is also a young man. Mr. Siba is also a young man. Very young man. Going to the Ministry of Information. That ministry is now very complex because of the advent of social media. For you to propagate the good messages of government with the advent of social media, there are others who are bringing negative messages. It's now very complex. I can still remember the honorable, I can still remember Mr. Radon Suarez, who used to propagate the good messages, and we have some other person diverting the attention of the public and bringing negative information. That is what we are going to be faced with. Of course, we all know the story around. Our people are gullible. We all know our people do not understand the reality. We know our people love the bad messages, and they will demonstrate even when they are demonstrating for the wrong reasons. So you have an Herculean task to make sure that the people understand and believe in what His Excellency is doing and what the SLPP is doing. We are wished well. To my brother going to the ACC, of course, this is your second opportunity to serve. I think ever since we enacted the ACC Act in this Parliament, you are the only person that is opportune to have served for the second term. You are the only person. Nobody has been given that opportunity to serve for the second term. You have done it, and you have not done it because you are loved by His Excellency the President. You have done it because of your performance. Of course, you told us at the committee, at the development you've done, you told us the positions we've gone into the MCC. We have 79% now. We'll be boastful of 79. We are 49% before we came into governance. Now we are boastful of 83, 82 to 79. We are 79, and now we are 82%. Thank you very much for lifting Sierra Leone to that level. You have done a lot. Thank you for the building. The ACC was struggling with accommodation. You have done a lot as a young man. A few months ago, His Excellency opened that building, and His Excellency was very, very pleased. That is why he has decided to give you that opportunity, and now you are serving for the second time. We hope this second time, even the corrupt people from the team should be listened. Please, you have the fullest of support of this House. fullest of support. Whatever that is hindrance to the progress of this work of this, bring it to this parliament, and I can assure you, will enjoy the fullest of support, and will make sure definitely you achieve for the president and for this parliament and for the people of Sierra Leone. Of course, to my friend and brother, the man going to the Ministry of Labour and Employment, that's my third man, Mr. Speaker, Esutu. He's my third man. When we were in opposition, Mr. Speaker, he was my man who used to move around at difficult moments. I know he's also a man that believes in the SNP. He believes in His Excellency the President. Mr. Speaker, when the SNP was in opposition, this man was having a lucrative job at the airport. He was sacked at the airport because of his belief and confidence he has for the SNP. He did not renege in his support for the party. He took another job in Liberia, very lucrative. He decided to come over to Sierra Leone and continue supporting the SNP. He came, he took another position with one of the mining companies. He said, that is not enough, I cannot contribute enough. Serving at mining private sector, I want to come and join politics. For some of us, it was bizarre. We did not believe. How can you leave a lucrative job doing opposition and say, I want to contest for the position of Secretary General of the party? Some of us, it was difficult to believe. Because at the period when we were in opposition, we don't believe people will risk their job to support the SNP. He risked the job. He left that job. He came and contested for the Secretary General. He lost. For some people who lost the elections of that convention, some left. Some left and joined the other party, the ruling party at that time. He continued his support to the SNP. He was head of the media team in 2018. And the SNP won the elections. He was compensated with the position of Minister of Information and Communications. Few of the ministers returned in 2018. Out of the many ministers that are here, we cannot count more than 5 or 8 of them that returned. He is one of the blockers because of his belief in His Excellency and the belief of the SNP. Thank you very much, Mr. Rado Suarez. You are very on into a challenge ministry. We have the Lebanese and the Indians now doing retail business. There is a law which debar them from doing retail business. You now know the problems within the mining sector. We even have expatriates for jobs that should be done by Sierra Leoneans. We have jobs that should not be done by foreigners, even drivers, plumbers. Those jobs that should be done by Sierra Leoneans are now done by expatriates. They bring their friends, their brothers, they create jobs for them. These are jobs that should be left for Sierra Leoneans. These are the challenges you'll be facing. Of course, you have the illegal migration. We have our sisters being used as sex slaves in the Middle East. We are hearing all over the social media, our sisters are taken for jobs, our brothers are taken for jobs. When they go, they maltreat them. For some of us who travel, we see them, but we don't have the opportunity. Today, you are going to the Ministry of Labour and Employment. Please do something. Please make sure you deliver as a young man. Because even if you run that office for 5 years, and thereafter you'll still be a young man. Of course, I went through your documents, and you know what I saw. Please, let's discuss after here, please. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the young man, the young generation leader of the greatest age. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, this man is very Thank you. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, this man is a very quiet and humble personality. Very quiet and humble. Mr. Speaker, for some of us who have been along the SNP for quite some time, little did we know about this young man. When he was contesting for the position of young generation, little did we imagine it was going to emerge. There were names we thought of it. He went, he conquered, and he became the YG of our party. And thereafter, for some of us who did not know him, we thought it was going to be a very difficult task for him, considering that those he contested with. But this is a man who has won the heart of the young people of our party. And during the elections, we saw the confidence the leader of our party bestowed on him. He was all around the presidency. He has commanded his lot of respect. He is the youngest young generation leader of our party. Today, you've been compensated to serve as deputy minister. The young people are here. They are here to support you. They will be going to your office. That's their office. That's the office of the young people. They will be visiting you. Don't close that office. That's our honor. The deputy chairman of the young generation, Mr. Patrick, the two of you. The two of you, whether or not you have work or not, it is because of this party that we are given that job. So the young people have to come to that office. Make time for them. Continue the relationship you built with them. At the end of the day, you have huge brighter future with the executive if you continue at the trajectory you have started. Of course, Mr. Keke Thomas and it was rumored at the interview that you've not been picking people's scores. And it was on that grounds that we are delayed, that we are not picking people's scores. I perfectly understand the position Mr. Keketona was. As press secretary to the president, that was a very busy office. But today, you are now going as deputy minister. We hope the same attitude you exhibited at the office of the president will not be taken to the office of the Please open your phone lines for us. We'll be giving you information. We'll be giving you information of very relevant ones. Open your phone lines, pick our calls, pick the party people's call. Please pick our calls. The information we'll be giving you now is very relevant and not so the president. Please pick our calls. Of course, one thing I know for Mr. Keketona is very accommodating even when he doesn't pick your calls. There is no day you see Mr. Keketona that he cannot smile or talk to you. He's very humble. Very, very humble. We hope you have a deputy, you have a leader, you have a minister that you are of the same age bracket. We hope you use that youthfulness that you use at the presidency to support the minister so you succeed. Of course, you've been all around speaking for His Excellency the President. You are not just now speaking for the presidency, you are speaking for the government of the Republic. Your responsibilities are way now bigger than just confining yourself to the position of talking for His Excellency the President. Mr. Sajo Aziz, the mandate of the Ministry of Education. Of course, this is your second inning. Good work space. It means you are able to convince His Excellency the President that you did a very good job while serving as Deputy Minister. I wish to help. We hope in the future you'll be catapulted. But for now, please work with your minister that the President has given you. She might not understand all what you know because you serve in that ministry. Please support her. What she doesn't know, make sure she knows. What you've been doing before, make sure you explain to her, make sure you give her the memos that have been passed. Of course, to the man going to the NRA, National. The NRA, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, is the first aspect of this republic. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the NRA is the breadbasket of this republic. Is very, very sensitive for the progress of government. Because all of these ministers and appointees can only survive with resources. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the NRA for the longest time in this parliament, we have said that they have not lived to expectations. It was on that grounds that the NRA Act was amended. We gave them more powers and we gave them supervision. Today, a young man is taking over. He did a lot at NPP. We are expecting him to replicate same. But Mr. Speaker, honorable members, when I was interviewing him, I asked him, Mr. Speaker, that he will be working with 2 deputies. He has used, when he was at NPPA, he did not enjoy the position of deputies. Now he will be working with 2 deputies, and that was created by the Act. He assured us at the committee that he will work collaboratively with the 2 deputies presented to him. We are watching, the Parliament will be following up, because at the end of the day, we want to see a synergetic relationship between himself, his 2 deputies, and the senior management and staff of the National Revenue Authority. Mr. Suarez, I wish you well. Of course, you have tried. Your names are all over Sierra Leone ever since you took over in 2018. You supported His Excellency the President in his dream when he said when his campaign message was free education, you supported him to leave your presidency. To the man going to the education, basic education, we all know what Dr. Senge did. Dr. Senge has set the bar very high. We hope Mr. Saki is a soft-spoken man, is a gentleman. We hope you emulate exactly what Mr. Senge did. It was because of the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education that Mr. Senge was given the world best minister. That is huge. We hope you will be the next world best minister, because he has done a lot, and we've been working with him. We hope you replicate the same. So the Honorable Tondone, the man from Cologne, he was the regional chairman East whilst we campaigned for 2012. And he is very lucky, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, he has transferred through different ministries as deputy. The President is still studying him. We have prayed as a Parliament. He's our representative, he's one of our representatives in the executive, this Parliament. We are praying that the President considers him in the future. But in the meantime, please support the minister. The minister gave him the greatest of support so that he succeed. Of course, the Kailan way, you are one of the MPs waiting to speak the Kailan way as the chairman. The chairman of Kailan district. The chairman of Kailan. I hope you'll not be running the Eastern region the Kailan way. You should run the Eastern region way, considering the 3 Ks, Kenema, Kailan, and Kodong. Please don't run that office the Kailan way. Run it the Eastern region way. So my elder brother, Mr. Ambassador Ernesto Mahima, a very strong pillar of the JMB ministry. Mr. Ernesto Mahima, look at our party members. They'll be running to NAFTA. Money that should be given to them, please give to the right people. Please don't discriminate against them. Even with your best education, if the platform is not created, which is there everything, there is no way for you to be appointed as head of council. So please consider them. They'll be running to your office. Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker. Point of order, sir.
What's your point of order?
That's it. Yes, he has seen their limits. The maximum time is 30 minutes. You are not substantive about the motion. You are a secondary. So you are more than 30 minutes. I can observe you. You know everything.
Allow him to conclude.
I'm in substantive second of this motion.
Go ahead, sir.
So, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, all of the appointees, they are very important. Oh, the man going to NAFTA, that will be suicidal if I don't consider you. And because I know the pillow effect is at NAFTA. Please, your predecessor before you has done very, very well. Follow from where you started. You've been around, you know the challenges, you know the problems, you know where the shortfalls are. Please correct them, bring everybody on board. Work as a team, deliver for His Excellency. And one thing, Mr. Speaker, that gladdens my heart the most is for us today to have the Minister of Communications and NAFTA, the head of NAFTA here. Sierranians, we are suffering in the hands of this mobile company. You can be making calls and you have drop calls and the companies continue billing you. Even when the call is dropped, they'll bill you for like 15, 20, 30 seconds. You'll be talking to yourself and they'll bill you and they'll charge for that. That's huge. If that happens to you like 2 times, for every Sierranian using mobile telephone, that's huge, that's huge money. So we are at the mercy of this mobile company. That was why NAFTA was created, to solve some of these challenges. Please make sure, we know these mobile companies are also very powerful. Yes. They are also very powerful because these are issues we have raised in this world several. But please make sure that comes up and the Minister of Communication. We should not also be at the mercy of this mobile company. They are serving us. It is because of us they are in existence. If we don't use their networks, they will not exist. We are using their networks and we are at their mercy. So what are you doing, NAFTA? We'll be following up. This Parliament will be following up on you and the ministry. Thankfully, we have a standing Ministry of Communications now. We'll be following up on you. Please make sure we enjoy value for money. We enjoy value for money. There is no way we top up our phones, we buy our data in less than 24 hours. They have taken them the entire data. And that is what Sierranians are suffering. So today I'm very pleased we have the minister and the head. Please make sure you work collaboratively. And I know these mobile companies, how powerful they are. They will try to reduce you. But please stand for us. If you don't stand for us, then we are at their mercy. When you go to the provinces, there are areas you don't even enjoy networks. You don't even enjoy your data. And these are even when you don't enjoy your data, they still tax. So please, all of the nominees, you are very important. You are very, very important. Of course, Madam Muri, you are going to deputize Mr. Say, please work as a team. The issues we are raised, all of you. Those that, the 2 ministers going to finance, please, you have a moderate force, very articulate, very soft-spoken, very respectful. Please support him, because the economy of this country is struggling. The business people are crying. The average Sierranian is crying. Please make sure you work with him so that the cost of living, so that we have more and more for Sierranians to enjoy. Mr. Speaker, Honorable Abu, this is a man who went to my constituency to campaign for me, to my district, my village. Mr. Abu applied, you are wished well, you been compensated, you did very well in the last dispensation. Your honorable members, my advice to all committee chairmen and committee members and deputy chairmen of committees that will be called, please make sure we follow up on these ministers. We make sure we follow up on them. Because if they fail, we are the losers, we are the sufferers. If they fail, the people will vote us out. If they fail, these are constituents who are dancing, they know our numbers, they know our houses, they know where we go, but they don't know these ministers. So please, members of parliament, it should not be business as usual. 2028 parliament, the ministers should be answering to us. You are going to be answering to us. We are going to invoke the constitution. Before now, we are constrained because this was a hung parliament. But today, your own brothers, 81 of us will be following up on you. We'll be asking you the difficult questions. We'll be exposing you to His Excellency the President. Because the next election is transitional election from one leader to another. And the SLPP, if we are going to return the next election, your votes are being voted. So this parliament has challenged all of us. I challenge committee chairman. I can challenge committee deputy chairman and all of us committee members to follow up on these ministers. Because if they fail, they are not failing themselves, they are failing us. So we are following up on you, and maybe we will have strenuous relationship, but we hope we will not have one. We make sure we follow up on you, so the minister going to work, of course not by ministry. I hope I retain that position as chairman of board. I hope I retain that position. Dr. Denis Sandi, one of the luckiest ministers in the existence of Sierra Leone. Very lucky. He served the APC, he served the first term of the SLPP, and he has been rewarded. You have to be rewarded for hard work. We know he's a man that is overzealous to work. Please take that view to the Ministry of Works. Honorable members, of course, the man going to, I've just seen local government, we have issues at Bauma. Please try and solve that issue. It's at your table. I wish well, Dr. Jamika, to the young doctor. I'll be visiting you, you know. We have eye specialists, all of us will be visiting you to look at our eyes. Honorable members, I wish well. We'll be following up on you, all of you, all the best. God bless you.
Honorable Deputy Leader of Government Business, thank you very much for that advice to the ministers. If you notice, I did not stop you because I enjoyed every bit of what you have said. Honorable members, don't bother to stand up, please. Don't bother to stand. I have my list here. I'll be going strictly according to the list. Like I said, those who debated at the last sitting, don't bother, please. Please, allow the others. I don't know how you feel. I really do not need to tell you that we are all extremely uncomfortable right now. I don't know what you think, but I want to leave this place as soon as possible. I have a list of 25. And you all know 25 is extremely impossible right now. So I'm going to take 4 from either side. 4 from either side of the aisle. I take 4 from here and 4 from here. And we leave this place. And honorable members,
Mr. Speaker, because of what he said, I want to stand on SO 82 to suspend SO 38. Time.
Yes,
because Mr. Speaker, the place is so hot.
Yes, certainly.
And we have 25 speakers on this, like we have said.
Yeah.
And all of the nominees here are coming from each district.
Yes.
Therefore, every member of a district want to talk.
Yes, you want to say something.
So I want to move that we limit ourselves to at least
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
So that will give chance to all the 25 MPs to talk. Even more. Thank you.
So 5 times 25 is what? That's too much. We'll be here for over an hour. That will be 2 hours. Honorable members, I have a list of 25 here, and please, I will not be looking at faces. Let me start by calling on Honorable PC Desmond M. Kangoma. 5 minutes, please.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to take this opportunity to thank HE, the President, for appointing or critically selecting and nominating this high qualified citizen to serve this nation. I want to congratulate them on congratulations. I want to inform you, nominees, that we will come into your offices not to beg you but to talk on behalf of our people, in order to explain to you their needs. I want to zero into Mr. Adestumaina. I know he's a very grassroots man, though he was in China, but was always thinking Sierra Leone. He's a man that believes in consulting people, and they believe in rural development, and also believe in cash flow. Now that he's in NACSA, nominated to be commissioner at NACSA, I know for sure he assists this country to do rural development and to do cash transfer to the people that are eligible for. I want to also thank the proposed minister to remind when he was DG at NMA. He did a very good job. His job has led all the mining communities to be now receiving 1% of total revenue of all mining companies. Kudos. And I want to thank FG Gold in Bauma for the road rehabilitation he done from Mongere to Maboroka and to Matutuka. I also want to bring to the attention of Dr. Dennis Sandy. I know he's a lucky man, hardworking man, he's no nonsense man. He has done very good when he was Minister of Lands. Now that you are Minister of Works, I want to appeal that there are 2 old roads in this country. They have been abandoned so long. That is Bo Maboroka Road. Bo Matutuka Road. That road links the south to the north and the north to the south. It's one of the shortest distance from both to Makeni, which is about 78 miles. But that road has been neglected too long. Please, sir, when you properly take your seat, in designing your proposals, consider that road. There's another abandoned road that links the east and east north. That is Mano Junction, going through Mano Junction to Totongo, to Kono. Those 2 roads are very important in this country, but they have been neglected. Please, sir, I want to thank our Minister Balami. He has done very well for Parliamentary. Most of our authority has been eroded, but with his presence, he will restore it then. This is the first time he has set one have office at UBD for Council of Parliamentary. Thank you, sir. Because of time, I just want to say congratulations to all of you. We're working with you from time to time. Thank you very much.
Honorable Princess Khadija Rami, are you here?
Mr. Speaker, thank you for giving me the podium. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I am Honorable Princess Kadi Darami, representing Western Area East Urban District. I bring you greetings from my district. To you, Mr. Speaker, my honorable members, and all appointees. I want to start by saying thanks and appreciation to His Excellency the President for reacting and increasing women's participation by 30% in decision-making in Sierra Leone. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, this shows that he is a visionary leader. Mr. Speaker, I also want to admonish all the female MPs and appointees to know that the people have entrusted in us to represent, that we need to deliver to the nation. I thank you all.
Honorable Satibanya.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to start by thanking His Excellency for enlisting credible, reliable nominees to this House of the House. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, at the initial stage of his appointments, people in my district were in total tears because we had 3 prominent people at the initial stage who contributed greatly to the development of this nation, but we are never enlisted. But however, HE has always told us that we should always judge him at the end of the day. And at this latter part, he has created or revitalized joy in the hearts of the people of Kainan district. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, looking at the nominees, it appears they are being characterized by key features. One, you can find the young people in this present cabinet. There's also gender sensitivity, and the aspect of, let me say, national cohesion is also prominent in his cabinet. So that shows he's ready and he's a man of his own words. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, among the nominees, I want to zoom in a brother of mine who has made history in the land of Kailan and the nation as a whole. Mr. Beshe Jusu Jakagobe. Mr. Beshe Jusu Jakagobe is a grassroots person. He works with the grassroots. And somebody that is so sincere, trustworthy. During the early days of HE's aspiration, by the year 2005, for the first position as flag bearer of this global party, he was the only soul in the district out of 100%, just him alone and just about few people who supported the ideology of HE. So with that, today, he's now gaining the reward from HE himself. I have no doubt in him because I believe he will deliver. Before this time, he has served as young generation leader in Eastern region. So if people are talking about for him not to concentrate just on Kailan, that's not the man we are talking of. He is somebody that takes his own personal finances to carry out development on behalf of His Excellency. So I want to assure you that we will still continue in that direction. And HE has also made a history. In what sense? The early days of the inception of LCPP government, by the year 1961, his own great-grandfather was the first resident minister of Eastern Region, and now he has also presented the same thing today. I would like to zoom in the other colleagues here, or the other nominees.
Banya, 1 more minute.
Okay. People like Mr. Amara Brewer, who is now going to head the NATCA. You have served in that capacity, in that institution before this time. I know you have all the knowledge to push development in that particular institution. I would also like to zoom in Brother Mr. Sergio Camara, who has also served in the Ministry of Higher Education, and now you still continue to serve in that institution. Please, we have our brothers and sisters who have applied for SLG. Before coming into this place, they are interviewed. I want to tell you that you please monitor some of this outcome of the list that people from the district produce, so that we would not like to see, as it used to happen before. Sometimes they will interview people in Thailand, and at the end of the day you see different names on the list. So please, Mr. Sergio Camara, take care of that. Brother Francis Bentefala, we are always proud of you because you are the son of Thailand district, and you always set the pace.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Mr. Speaker, let me lastly zoom in Madam Salima Tuba and also Dr. Kalijatu Mustafa. They seem to be the youngest female representatives of this cabinet. So I want to applaud them from Kailan district. I want to call upon colleagues for us to hastily approve them, for them to go to their respective institutions.
Thank you, everyone. Honorable Wiyata Songa.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this is the Kailan way. As my colleague said, I want to bring you greetings from Kailan. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to add my voice today. Mr. Speaker, because of time, I'm going to quickly give you the names of the people that hail from Kailan in this appointment that we have today. We have Mr. Sergio Aziz Kamara, who is from Kailan. We have Madam Salema Ba, who is from Kailan. Madam Jalikatu is from Kailan. Mr. Ben Kelfala is from Kailan. And our one and only chairman, Shoki, is from Kailan. So on that note, I want to thank His Excellency for granting us those fine gentlemen and ladies to Kailan. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, in the world today we have 3 lions. There's no question about it, Mr. Speaker. 3 lions, one from the east, one from the south, and one from the north. Mr. Muhammad Ali from the south, Jusu Jaka Gobe from the east, and Honorable Minister Abu Abu from the north. Mr. Speaker, these 3 gentlemen have the same characteristics. They are the pure and applied grassroots men of this party that we call SLP. Without them in these particular areas, we will not be boasting of SLP being vibrant. They have done everything it takes to make us where we are, so for SLP to be where they are. When you talk of the north, history will not forget Abu Abu. You talk of the south, history will not forget Muhammad Ali. You talk of the east, Shoki is unforgettable. We want to thank these 3 gentlemen. I personally want to thank them, and I admire their zeal and what they have done for SLPP. You are appreciated. Now I want to look at a sister. My father has so many children, and one of them was Geneva Bangura. You are wish well. So my brother, Sergio Aziz Kamara, I have a video that if I was allowed, I would have played, where he was moving, the dance moves during campaign. He's a fine gentleman. He's a people's minister. When you go back to where you are, Sergio, you are wish the best. Do not forget constituency 008 where you came from, Shagirma, in particular Jawa. Now I want to zoom in quickly to my Minister of Sport. I only got to know her yesterday. But I'm so impressed for a female to be going to sport ministry, Mr. Speaker. I know from now on I'm going to be fit. Should encourage us. We're setting precedents as a party, as a government. That is not something common that usually happens. And so when you go there, you are wish the best to do as much as you could to serve this nation. Mr. Speaker, I want to zoom in quickly to ministers that I call the people's ministers. These are ministers that you don't have to book appointments to see. One of them is Dr. Tura Senesi. He is a very common minister that you don't have to book to see. The second is Dr. Sandi. He is the people's minister. The third is Minister Tongone. You don't have to book to see these people. The person that I don't even have to book to see, I can only call, is Uncle TJ Tambalamina. These people are people's persons. You don't have to give people money, but your human relationship with them speaks volumes. I want to personally say thank you to these people. I have had interactions with them. I have had the opportunity to go to their offices, and I know how they treat me and so many other people that visit their offices. Thank you for what you do and continue doing what you do best. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to quickly zoom in to somebody that will be serving this nation hugely. Ambassador Domaina. You are going to a particular department that deals with the social aspects of this country. As my colleague leader was saying, the nation looks upon this particular area, NATSA. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to encourage Mr. Domaina as you go into NATSA. My colleague have already said it. Please let the people get what would their due. During APC time, Mr. Speaker, we never knew about NATSA. They were mostly in the monies, eating them. It was only when His Excellency came, SPP came to power, that we realized the goodies that were in NATSA. Thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, please, I've only 1 minute. As we are going into NATSA, Mr. Domaina, please work with your staff, particularly your deputy. You have you are a grassroots person. Mr. Domaina, you are a grassroots person, and so is your deputy. And so therefore we have high hopes that NATSA will deliver. Your deputy is a people's person. No other person that is touching me, that's your son. Please work with your deputy so that you can deliver for this nation.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Rado Sore, you are wish the best. I wanted to speak for everybody, but time will not permit me. But you are all wish the best. And Mr. Speaker, just before I sit, I want you to understand that Kailan will never be the same without Choki. Kailan, we are who we are today as MPs in this parliament. In the past, MPs have not done 2 terms in this parliament. But Mr. Choki stood his ground to support us. Choki, I just want you to know that all MPs from Kailan are very grateful to you. Your leadership is not comparable to anybody. You are who you are, and we appreciate you for who you are. And trust me, you will go a long way because you are the people's person. And Kailan is very, very proud of you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Alubayo.
He's not here. He's not here.
I'm here. I'm here.
Honorable Alubayo.
I'm here. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Honorable Ali Bayo, a newly elected of this dignified legislative branch of government, representative from Kenema District, High Extension, Normal and Tokyo, Chibiyam, respectively. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to use this opportunity to extend gratitude to His Excellency Dr. Julius Maada Bio for giving us the opportunity to serve in his government.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, His Excellency has bestowed confidence in the young people of this country. Today, we have 5 unique, outstanding, credible appointees. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to give a submission for the appointees, the proposed appointees, because it might be possible that the job His Excellency Dr. Julius Maada Bio has given them, probably it is not their desire. But there is one school of thought that says if the desirable is not available, the available will be desirable. On that note, I want you to take your job very seriously. Please take note of time management. Make sure you be punctual and take your work very seriously. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, according to Abraham Lincoln, he once said, and I quote, "Our lives begins to end the day we become silent on things that matter." And I believe what my colleagues, MPs, are saying about people or the nominees, it is matter. It is good to praise people when they are alive. And they should take their work very seriously, and they should not depend on excuses. The reason is His Excellency does not believe in excuses. That's the more reason today we have newly constructed international standard airport. Because His Excellency does not believe in excuses, and he has not been silent of things that matter for the benefits of this country, today we have sustainable road network. Because His Excellency does not believe in excuses and he has not been silent of things that matter, today we have sustainable electricity. Because His Excellency, the President Dr. Retired Julius Maada Bio, does not believe in excuses, today we have free quality and sustainable quality education. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to zoom in.
Mr. Speaker.
Okay, I want to zoom in.
Mr. Speaker, please hold on. Mr. Speaker, it's 3. I suspend S252 so that the business of the House will continue.
Any second that?
I so second, Mr. Speaker.
All those in favor say aye. All those against say nay. The ayes have it. Proceed, honorable.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members.